This is more of might be a two-parter, more of an EQ question. Airplane stories.
Yes.
That's like you wear your heart on your sleeve. You talk about emotional intelligence all the time. I have never seen you so vulnerable. Like, can you tell me about?
Exactly what happened. Well, the reason I'm so vulnerable is, and I don't. If you see me in public, it's funny. With the Airplane Project, the 6th track where I was vulnerable, the only other time you see me in that vulnerable spot usually is at banquets or where I'm getting awards. When I talk about my parents, I go to a different place. It puts me in a very emotional state. Like I talk about them like kind of lightweight, but like when I really talk about them like I did in that place, I get into a very emotional state because it's just not even close. They are the reason all of you are listening to me right now, right? Other than my environment. And so it was interesting. The Wi-Fi broke on the flight from Sweden to New York, and I caught up on all my work because it was a mid-morning flight, so I was awake, so I got all my work done. So then I had like 4 hours, which I never know what to do with. Like I never have downtime, right? Because I can never catch up to my inbox or anything of that nature. So I'm like, fuck, I have 4 hours. So I'm like, all right. So I was like, fuck, I'll maybe consume some content. So I put it on, and I watched the Tupac movie. And so I watched the Tupac movie, and then that's over, and I still have an hour, and I was so motivated. I was like, I'm never gonna put out an album. Like I was going through, obviously I've been doing a lot with emerging artists, so it was a combination of a million things. And I was like, well, let me put out my version of a mixtape. Let me just fucking rant on 10 different subjects. Totally faced a video. I had that video in 2012, which was one of the only videos I made in that 3-year period on my way to London, where I looked like the emperor, which went pretty viral for me. It was like a moment, and some of you, it was the first time you saw me. It was great. I was so into that. I'm really glad.
That was the closest I've seen you to, like, you say you don't cry. Like, you don't cry in business. That was the closest I've seen you to.
And it was the 6th track. Look, this entire evening is why I'm emotional. You guys, so many of you are keeping a secret inside that's either very bad, like molested or something like that, or just insecurities that your mom gave you, or your dad gave you, or your older sibling gave you. A lot of you are sitting with them. Half of you are sitting with them. I met you tonight. The fact that I know that if you made a video right now and just told your truth on Instagram for 1 minute, if you literally walked out of here, if I can motivate you right now, and I'm leaving with this, and I think I can get one of you, which is why I'm excited. If you literally took your camera right now and told the world the thing that you've been holding a secret, learning disability, molested, some other shit, you did something bad, you cheated on stuff, I don't know. If you just took fucking Instagram right now, flipped it, and said it would change your fucking life. Your poison is your secret. So, I'm just very disappointed in parents. I am. I'm disappointed. They've imposed their insecurities and they treat you like product, and that you're an indicator to who they are, and it's fucked up a lot of people, and I have it so good and had it so the other way that I feel a sense of responsibility and gratitude to put pressure on the conversation, because I know how scary simple it is for you to move on with your life, and that's fucking deep and scary and weird and intense for me. The fact that I know one of you is about to make this video, please hit me up on Twitter with the link so I can watch it. I'm on a flight to Vegas right now. It's gonna change your life. You can't imagine what your secret's doing to you.